Hey, so I have a feeling that this one might be a little bit of a heavier video, but I want you to stick with me anyway because I think it's important. So I want to tell you a story. A few weeks ago, I was on my way out to a talk in the Winelands. It was I was quite excited about it because I was going to get a chance to get a ride out of one of my bikes, and riding out to the Winelands in Cape Town is always beautiful. But when I woke up in the morning and I looked out, it was like one of these horrible foggy days. So I kept thinking, I thought to myself, well, maybe it'll clear up and I'll just ride a little bit and I'll ride out of the fog, but I didn't. The fog just stayed the whole way. It was like just over an hour of riding. My visibility was next to nothing. Like from here to the camera was all I could see. I kept on having to wipe my visor to clear it away. And it was probably the most uncomfortable ride of my life. I was sitting there and occasionally, like my real worry was not actually hitting something in front of me, but somebody crashing in behind me, somebody who couldn't see me, and I had my lights on, but cars like drive terribly. Anyway, at one stage I was getting out there and I saw this car in front of me and I thought, well, let me actually just get in behind that car. And I tucked my motorbike right in there and I got pretty close to it because I could keep the distance, and I kind of eased off when I was riding. All of a sudden her hazard lights went on. I thought, shit, what's going on? I put on my brakes. But then she moved over to the side, pulled back a little bit, came alongside me and said, don't worry, don't worry. And I was looking and thinking, what's going on? And then, keeping her hazards on, she pulled in behind me. And for about 10 kilometers, this lady ran support for me. She could see that I was uncomfortable. I think she could see that I wasn't enjoying the ride. And her empathy let her understand that it was harder to see me on the road. So she put herself between me and the other cars. And I just thought it was so unbelievably amazing. It was an amazing gesture. But what was really, really amazing for me is that she was probably feeling, pretty okay. But her self-awareness and her empathy when she looked around was that somebody else was struggling. And then she stepped up for that person, and that person was me. And I can't explain to you how much I appreciated it as a rider when this driver just kind of pulled in behind me. And I realized that often it's very tricky because when sometimes I'm looking around and I'm feeling really, really up and life is great, and I forget that when I'm on my up, somebody else is on their down. All right, there's somebody in my ecosystem, in my world who's struggling. And I think that when we're feeling great, we almost forget to look. We forget to look around and say, well, I wonder, what's going on? And is everybody okay? And actually, it's the best time to share. When you have this energy, this abundance of energy and positivity, it's actually sometimes the best time to engage with somebody who doesn't. And as a person who's lived through a suicide in my extended family, I remember when it happened, the whole thought was, wow, this is such a shock and such a surprise. But of course it's not. It's a surprise because I didn't look. And that's a problem. And I guess this is a call to everybody out there to realize that look around you. Look around you. You're in your bubble and you're in your car and everything's okay. And sometimes life's a little bit foggy. But if you look in your rearview mirror enough, and if you look around you, there's probably somebody in your ecosystem that's struggling a little bit. And I want you to take a little bit of time and attention to look for those people and to reach out. Because maybe, just maybe, you're that guardian angel that they absolutely needed, like that lady was for me. And I have no idea who she is, and almost certainly she'll never watch this video. But on the very, very off chance she does, thank you so much. You made a difference. And now it's her turn to pay that forward. Stay curious. Peace.
Got this, man. Come on, get up. You got this, bro. Got this, dude.
Hey, what's up? This is Sean from Missing Link. Thanks so much for watching. Please, if you'd like to see more, like, subscribe, and we'll check you guys next time.